Hello, hello. So I'm probably not gonna be playing Magic for several hours, if at all, tonight, but maybe sorting Magic cards. Got a basically almost a 30-year-old game I'm adding to. Guess I started it maybe 28 years ago or so. It needs an overhaul real bad. It kind of needs to involve sorting cards. Got it over halfway done yesterday. Over halfway. We have maybe twice this much left to go. So maybe like 1,800 cards or so total left to go. I found, I think, 7 terrors, maybe 6 terrors. What's up, Azu? Check out this OP, I mean opportunity. It's so good. Inlandless, it's absurd. Prismatic Boon. X target creatures gain protection from a single color of your choice until end of turn, but instant speed. That's pretty pog. I always loved this card when I was a little kid. I just thought like the stat line was kind of busted for 1 mana in like any color. 1 mana 1/3. Just it seemed like crazy good to me. It just the application wasn't always present. Like you don't always need that stat line at that mana value, but like it seemed way overstated to me. And then like sure it costs mana to untap it, but is that super relevant for your 1 mana 1/3? Like its main duty is probably to block, right? But the fact it's like a wall that can attack. You know what I mean? Like I always viewed it like that. Plus the art is so good. Christopher Rush is a true master. Just always love this card. Love this card. Yeah, it's so good. Target goblin creature you control gets 1/0 and gains flying. Sacrifice it at end of turn. Oh, here's the. We found a tree folk with protection from artifacts last night, and it had like a bunch of straight edge stuff written all over it, and I was like, oh right, because it can't be targeted by Horn of Deafening, which is a giant bull. It has 4/2/0 up there. The mana symbol appears, or the set symbol appears to be a leaf, a blast, an echo, then Cheetos. Another sliver. No Naginata, I guess. I really like about this is not all of them, but a lot of the cards like have been in here since they came out. Like that would be the thing is like I would go to a draft on Friday night, whatever. And I would pick up draft chaff at the table because people would just always leave cards laying around like garbage, and I just that always bothered me. And I was like used to at least use them as a proxy or something. You know what I mean? Get some sort of value out of this printed thing that we all love. And I would just take it all home, and then I would go through it and be like, and I would just take the cards that I thought would be cool for landless, and I would add them to the landless, and then it just kind of like kept growing every time a set would come out. But I kind of like stopped updating it like 10 years ago or so. I haven't really been like playing Paper Magic in quite a while. I want to remedy that, and also it just kind of needs an overhaul in general. Braden's coming to visit soon, and I probably played this more with Braden than any other person, just because we lived together for a year and we would play almost every day. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but we would play a lot. Uh, and I need more space here. White, blue, black, green, gold. That should do. Bishop of the Bloodstained. Black Busker. There we go. Okay. Cliff Rider. I feel like I remember playing this occasionally. Yeah, I'm misremembering. It was a way to kill River Boa. Maybe I got a tiny bit of play for that reason. Riverbow is such a like metagame warping card because mono like blue based control decks were just so dominant, and like they just really didn't have a way to deal with that card very well at all. Like same reason quicksand was played so much. I think there's two of these boreal druids. I think I'm okay with there being two. There were two Llanowars. I think I'm gonna cut one of the Llanowars, but there's like Llanowar, Findhorn, and I think two boreal druids. I like two of these because snow mana is so hard to come by. I think that's okay. More GP stamped cards. It's almost like I just threw all of them in there. Deep Cavern Imp, Fade Away, Genesis Dragoons. I'm like, I get so frustrated if I ever have to play this without the green permanent. It's just like, gotta be so stubborn, right? It's like, no, I haven't drawn a green card yet. And then you draw a green card and it's terrible, and you're like, well, it's kind of like if I play the green card, it's free. It's such a mind fuck. I don't know why I always thought this card was kind of cool. It's way overcosted, but I mean, like, for Strike Pro Red, I don't know. It's kind of annoying, and the art's kind of cool. I like it a lot. It's a Homelands card. Oh my god, a Homelands card I like. I mean, I like a lot of Homelands cards, honestly. Kid me. There's a, I don't know, maybe like three creatures in this that have like untap ability. I don't know, we saw a bunch of them yesterday. Got some more Quentin Hoover art. Sounds awesome. And like in landless, like the colors are, reasonably arbitrary. So it's like 2, 3, 3 on the abilities, basically. We need a land pile. Yeah, I own Sanctuary. This Camille of Upkeep's kind of wild. You have to put a counter on one of their creatures. So that means if they don't have a creature, you can't pay it? Is that how that works? It kind of seems like it, but I'm not sure if it actually works that way in the rules. Do you guys know? But yeah, like you put a counter on their guy, then you put two counters on their guys, then you put three counters on their guys. I'm not actually sure. My gut instinct is telling me that it doesn't fizzle if they don't have a guy, but I don't know that for sure actually. So gain star +1, where star is green creatures in play. Homelands. Homelands. The Melissa Benson piece here. It's pretty cool. I mean, like the card's kind of terrible. It's like you put an Edict Aura on one of their guys. That guy dies, it takes another one, but they can just like they trade off their other guys, and then the last guy they have has this on it. I don't know. It's just like it can be really awkward. You can play it in with another removal spell, kind of, and still get your 2 for 2, but it just always plays really weird. I mean, the art's gorgeous, and bad Homelands nostalgia. It's great. It seems really expensive too. Yeah, he's a 7 mana 5/5 basically. He split up three of his stats. I mean, like, is that good? All creatures get -2/-2, and you gain a life when they die. Oh, I got Hill Giant. Straight up Hill Giant. This card's pretty sick. I like a Maze of Myth for flyers. But I mean, like, flying is one of the main ways to win in this format. So get up to 6 mana, take out their way of beating you in the air entirely. It's a 1 mana 1/1. I don't know. Primal Clay. I thought the design on this card was really cool when I was a kid, but I knew it wasn't very good like immediately. It was like three bad choices, and the versatility wasn't good enough for it to be good. I remember some of my buddies playing it against me. This is like pre fourth edition days I'm talking about, and it always seems so laughably bad to me every time. Like I think the design is amazing for the early days. A modal permanent. Gives it fear and curiosity. That's sick. That's sick, right? Card's sick. This one says Braden just liked the picture. I mean, the 3 mana 2/2 first strike shadow. Not first strike on blocks. This blocks another shadow creature, it doesn't first strike. Divination. I thought in my head this card was arcane. Huh. It's like some Mandela effect on this shit. I could have swore this was an arcane card. Did anyone else think this was an arcane card? It's just me. Gideon, hell yes. John Finkel's favorite card. Well, at the time. I think the art is so crazy. I love it. It doesn't like it looks like it's kind of like we always thought it was digital or something back in the day. There's something about it that just looks not real. I don't really know how to describe it. There's just something really crazy about the art. Maybe you can't see it as well, like not in front of me, but it almost looks like part of it's a photo. To me, it looks like the snake's head is a photograph, but then like the woman's face is painted, and then I don't know, just like the way that the paint. I think it's all a painting, but like the way the lighting did there, it is a completely different look than everything else, but it doesn't really look out of place either. And then the lace like straight up looks like a photograph too. It's so crazy. I don't know. It's a really wild art to me. Plus the card's really cool. It's cool too. Real cards until you reveal three non-land cards. So like probably the top three cards of your library. It's basically draw three. But you have to show them to your opponent. Oh, all of the Moonfolk are kind of busted because they all bounce lands. So like basically all the Moonfolk are in here. I mean, not the really really busted 5-drop one. Maloku is not in here, but like all the common ones and stuff. Because it's just a really powerful thing to do in the mid and end game to have control over. It's kind of like you have a second hand in a way. You have the cards in your hand, and then you have your lands face down that you can access, and you know what I mean, like cycle through. Like you're like, okay, I don't need a shatter right now, so I can put it down as a land. But if I ever need a shatter, I know it's right there, and I can bounce the land and then cast it as shatter. You know what I mean? Like, so the Moonfolk are like really good for that reason. Just give you access to more cards. This card was nicknamed that for like its entire life in the 90s. Everyone called it that. Card's so good. In like Type 1, the early days of Type 1. And just because when this card came out, Standard existed, right? Like early days of Standard was around this time, I guess. Right, this was a really crazy Type 1 card because everyone played 5 mocks, right? Right, so this is Mons Goblin Raiders. Just goes one, kill your mocks, one, kill your mocks, one, kill your mocks. It's like Stone Rain, Stone Rain, Stone Rain, Stone Rain. It's crazy. What's up, Domino? How you doing? Curating my sorting my land list right now, and then we'll be curating it at a later time. But I sorted through like maybe 55, 60% of it last night. It's like a 4,000 card thing. But my buddy Braden's coming to visit soon, and well, I mean, I've been putting off the curating land list thing for like almost a decade now. I'd been wanting to do it. I haven't really been adding new cards. Like the tradition is to add, new card, at least one new card for every set when it comes out since, the beginning of the game. So, but I've been slacking. But I needed to like call some duplicates and do some color balance maybe, add a whole bunch of new shit. Need to run up to the LGS, I think, go through their commons boxes and stuff. Really like this art. I'm a huge Scott Kirshner fan. I don't know what it is about his art. I just really like it. Dude trying to fight off just like this huge swarm of rats. It's like up to his knees in rats. Amazing. So this card's really weird, right? So during your upkeep, it checks how many times you've dealt damage to them, basically, and they take an extra damage for that. Like during your, it doesn't do anything unless during your upkeep, unless you've already gotten in with it, and keeps track on itself. I mean, it's just a 3 mana 1/1 though. It's like if you can get it in once or twice, then you never have to get it in again because it just pings them the whole game. But it's hard as fuck to get it in, right? It's a 3 mana 1/1. There's just like weird little doodles. Like someone drew just like little alien, I don't know what to call it, things on his head. Drew like his legs or something in the background, and it's just, I don't even know what is that like the sun. What is even going on there in the background? Seems like there's a face back there originally, but can't really tell. I thought this card was really cool when it came out. It got some play in limited. People played this card in limited. It was annoying as fuck. It looks pretty clunky by today's standards, but it was like just the right amount of clunky for its own limited, I think. Like not every deck wanted it, but if you're trying to be like a grind, stall, stay alive deck, or you just, wanted a way to put a bunch of artifacts into play slowly, like it got some play. I think it's cool. I need to if I find the Shivan zombie, I'm gonna write this on it. Uh,
It's just a 2/2 for
Take
two, and
little
I like
fast
the little
creatures.
fast creatures.
Because he's talking about Shivan zombie in that clip. That like I feel like there probably is a Shivan zombie in here, but there might not be. I definitely own a Shivan zombie. So yeah. So if there's no Shivan zombie when I'm all done, I'm gonna go get a Shivan zombie, and do it. I have a feeling there's probably already a Shivan zombie in here. I always thought this card was cool too. So if you don't know, bury means destroy but can't be regenerated. Regeneration is like a pretty big part of the game in the early days. So they just had a keyword for that type of destroy. I thought it was really dumb when they got rid of the keyword. I don't understand why they got rid of it. And then years later they like kind of phased out regeneration, but they got rid of the keyword before they ever got, you know what I mean? There were regeneration creatures well after they got rid of bury. I never really understood. The argument was that it was confusing, and I was like, really? You save so much words, you save so many words on the card, and it's like you only need to tell someone once, and they know forever. It's like, oh man, but new players will ask. It's like, okay, and then you tell them, and then that's it. Okay, and now you save like a billion words on your card, and it looks so much cleaner. It's like, how about counterpoint? Person doesn't want to learn to play because there's too many words on the card. The Richard Thomas wall. This is the original version of this card is Sandstorm, and it costs green. So this is like a souped up Sandstorm. 2 damage each attacker instead of one. But it also hits you and your creatures for one. So like it sandstorms you, and then double sandstorms them. Kind of funny. I don't like the flavor. I guess is that like you were prepared for the hailstorm a little bit because you're hiding under the tree or something. I don't know. And then, like the enemy wasn't prepared, so you're like miserable and wet and shit. But they got hit in the head with the rocks, the rock size ice. Creatures you control get +1. If you control a Kithkin, draw a card. Do you guys remember Modular? It's a 5 mana 3/3. But if you happen to have another artifact creature and this dies, oh boy. It could even be a pest. Could have a 3/4 pest. Oh man. Seen better days. That crease. Oh boy. I highly doubt anyone has this as their commander, or at least very many. Maybe someone has a meme. This is Chris Rush as well. So can block creatures with flying. Okay, so it has reach. If you can't see the stat line, it's 3/3. There's a 5 mana 3/3 with reach. If it blocks a black creature, it becomes a 4/5. Wow. Homelands, the power, off the charts. Off the charts. This card's kind of cool. You can't double block your creatures. It's like pretty strong with like if you have this in your opener in landless, you just try to and you want to play the strat, you just try to keep all your big creatures and play your big creatures, right? Hope they don't have 1-for-1 removal and death touch, and they have a really hard time beating your big creatures. So this is a blue pacifism, but OP can disregard the pacifism if they exile 3 cards from their yard. So like you have their you have their really good blocker or just creature in general stats pacified, and you ever want to attack them again, but they got like 6 cards in the yard. So you're like, so if I attack you, all you have to it's like it's like the creature's not even gotten rid of. Do you know what I mean? It's like the threat of activate. You've given them a threat of activation thing. It's like, but it like never actually gets cards in their yard, right? Like you have to like suicide a creature into it just to get 3 cards out of their yard. Like, how do you? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a graveyard hate card or something. It's like they want to keep attacking you, but they have to like eat their graveyard. Like it just doesn't. Yeah, it stops attacking after a while for sure. That's a good point. That's a really good point. It just doesn't really work against blocking very effectively. I guess that's what I should have led with that on. That's a good point, Keith. Plus, there's like lots of threshold and other graveyard synergies. So I mean, like punishing them for attacking is relevant. They could have like a threshold payoff in play, or like maybe the creature you put it on has threshold. You know what I mean? Like it could be a card you'd cast in this. It gets land dropped a lot though. This is a fog, but it doesn't affect creature combat. It's just to player. I think this card's interesting. So you only make your profitable blocks. That's why it's so expensive because it's actually pretty strong. Boards, clog board state games. Red Wombat has vigilance, don't you know? It's a Cahafoglio. My buddy Lyle, like, I think there's a band called Spiritualized. Yeah, so he added a D to that. It has toughness, it has reverse fire breathing. So you can bump its butt. It's a Melissa Benson piece. Hell yeah, modular on your flyer. Oh, is this the first changeling we've come across? I'm like 60%, 50, 55, 60% of the way through. I don't remember seeing other changelings yet. I think I need to put more changelings in because there's so many just like weird little tribal things that suck, and it's fine that they suck, but like I want them to come up occasionally. But I guess also I don't want just every changeling to all of a sudden pop off the whole board either. You know what I mean? Gotta be careful, not go overboard. It's kind of hard to go overboard with such a large quantity of cards, though. Put 10 changelings in, and you wouldn't really see them that often. Still, this card is so weird. Like they were so fond of making color hate back in the day, and then they got like really weird and creative with like color hate cards or color hosers. It's just like it just the card is much better if your opponent's playing green. It's like kind of dog shit if they're not. And like it's just such a weird design. Its power is star plus one, but the star is green creature cards in OP's graveyard. Chippy art. That might be reserve list. I don't know. Maybe. So, yeah, it's just bottom of libraries exile. I think like I sharpied like 20 or 30 impulses when I was a kid, just because they're like the printed version is errated. It's a shuffle afterwards. So I just like took all of my impulses basically and just sharpied a line out of them because it was so annoying when I don't know, just like people wouldn't know, or like it was also just kind of like a funny way to like errata all of them, but like a whole bunch of impulses have a line through them. But this one is errated for landless instead. But target creature gains pro artifacts, draw card. Hell yeah, Thorin Thalid. I like that art a lot. I mean, it's hard to find a mark piece that isn't really awesome. A lot of texture in his stuff, like so much texture. Like the underside of the tendril, tentacle. These little bumps, or whatever the hell these things are. His babies. Ooh, ooh, another Chris Rush. Nice. His art is so dark. It's really hard to see anything in there. There's like an upside down troll looking up at feathers, I guess. This is a wall too. This troll is a wall. It's under the bridge, I guess. Well, it's under this trestle. Is this the only troll in the game that's a wall? Probably. Well, not literally a wall, but has defender. Oh, there's another mirror. I assume there's one of each of these. I think there's two of these. I don't want two of those in there. There are not too many gold cards. I should be able to find it in the stack. This is like, I think this is like carved into the card. Yeah, that's not marker. Someone like knifed that in. I like this card a lot. It's instant speed discard, so you can get their only card during their draw step. That's cool. This card casts Gerard's Wisdom. Gerard's Wisdom is a card that costs white, white too. Weird to me. Why is this a green card with a green ability? When Spell Shapers cast famous spells, it casts a famous white spell. Well, I mean, not famous, but it actually got a decent amount of play in standard for a hot second. It was a good answer to burn for the blue-white control decks. Just playing one card that could gain you like 10, 12 life was, back then it was planar chaos. Is that color shifted? Okay, got it, got it, got it. For some reason, I didn't think this was the color shifted one. Yeah, okay, then that makes perfect sense. It's color shifted Gerard's Wisdom. Okay. Evil Eye of Ormsbagor. This is now creature type I believe. It might be horror I, but I know at least it has the creature type I. This is the 6th edition art though. Dragon Egg. You don't get a dragon whelp, but something close to a dragon whelp. Better than a dragon whelp in a way. Less toughness, but no fire breathing restriction. Cool though, I always like the flavor on that one. This card's 6 mana, 3/3. I mean, it's often a 4/4. Helps changelings too. They can't even like chump block their red card away to shrink it because it has pro red. This is Syncopate, which I always thought was a hilarious name because it's power sync and dissipate put together. Syncopate. Power sync dissipate. I assume that was intentional. I love this Detour Lizzie art. I think this art is gorgeous. Card's not very good. The 5 mana 6/6 with Echo. Echo is such a cursed mechanic, man. If you've never played with Echo, consider yourself lucky. Just a tempo nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. This is from the cycle of enchantments that turn into yeah, there's only a few, right? From the cycle of enchantments that turn into creatures. The black ones were lurking, the green ones were hidden, and the white ones were opal, right? Yeah, Avalanche Riders is hype because you don't have to pay the echo for that one for it to be good enough. It's like Stone Rain Shock, and then like if you have nothing else to do, you can pay the echo for a 2/2 if you want. Plus, like that one, you could just like abuse the ETBs and like Avalanche Riders just the goat. Exactly. Don't pay the echo. Get it back from the yard. Exactly. This card's cool because it doesn't cost mana to tap. Just tap it. Like this art a lot. Another Dieter Lizzie. They're not that. I don't think there's that many Dieter Lizzie pieces in the game, but man, I love all of them. So good. Oh god, this card's so bad. This is the first arrest. Um, I guess this is pre-pacifism, isn't it? Pacifism is from Mirage first, I think. Homelands is before Mirage. So I guess this is the first pacifism, really, isn't it? Or like the first white one. It's like it has the text of arrest, but it has an upkeep of white white. Oh no, wait. So wait, it only shuts off abilities with tap? Man, I need to see the Oracle text on this. You can still use activated abilities that don't tap? That's kind of nuts. It's activated abilities with tap in their cost can be. It's kept true to the original wording. That's amazing. So, that's so specific. Oh god, this card is garbage. No, this isn't cumulative upkeep. This is just regular upkeep. Cumulative, you would have to pay white white the first time, then white 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 the second time, and then 6 white, and then there are cumulative upkeeps in here. Yes, but this one does not have it. Oh, that's what you were asking. I misread your message. I thought you said, "Oh God, there are." You said, "You, oh God, are there?" Yes, there are. Yes, yes, indeed. I don't know. Is cumulative upkeep terrible? Then yeah, it's in here. Uh, I came across a channel earlier. There's like legit like degenerate busted cards, and then like one of the worst cards you've ever seen, like right next to each other. Like we just hit lightning bolt earlier. There's like two counter spells. I actually think there's two hymn to Turok. It's such a weird format. I like this guy. 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 is a feature. 2 mana gain 7? Wow. This is a shout out to Brass Man that we looked at earlier. Card I love. Huge Brass Man stan. Brass Man stan. I like the Chris Rush art better, but no shade on the new artist. Got the color scheme pretty similar, huh? Yeah, I say it's brass colored. Target elf or soldier gets +2/+2. So wait, if it's an elf soldier, does it get 4? Judge. Two snacks. It makes 2 snacks. And then when you get a real snack, you get back your baby snacks. It's pretty hard to get a real snack though. But like, my advice would be just fuck it, cast a 3 mana, raise the alarm, and then hope you know eventually you draw a snake. Oh, there's a snake right there. Holy crap! What are the chances? Holy crap! We immediately found a snack. Another land. GP card. Some Thallid throwbacks. I kind of like loved the art style they did, not art style, the card layout for these. It's supposed to be, it was like in theory, it was supposed to be that when you hold your hand like this, you can see the mana values. You know, like if they're all like that, you can see all the mana values there. You hold your hands like this. But I mean, you can kind of see all the mana values there too, right? This is a lot like Goblin Churgeon from Fallen Empires, but it just regenerates himself instead of any goblin, or any creature rather. He's funny though. Goblins won't betray their own kind for any price. They'll do it for a very specific price. This card was good in draft. I can believe it. I mean, it's a 2 mana, 2 power creature. It can't be that bad for the time period, right? You a big Sliver fan? I think we already came across one of these last night. Probably don't want 2 of those. There's not like a huge list of cards I would want a whole bunch of, more than 1 or 2 copies of. I'm cool with the 2 counter spells I came across. I think I came across 2 Hymn to Turok. I think I might let it slide because they're 2 different arts. Same with the counter spells. And then the terrors, I kind of like 3 or 4 terrors just because it's a cool card for, like, I like there to be enough removal, And I kind of like the flavor of, like, I don't know, terror was huge when I was a kid, so I like the nostalgia of that. And I like, there was always kind of something about, like, black creatures had, like, this extra bonus to them that was like a meta thing that because like terror, dark banish, all these cards. So like it didn't say it on the card that a black creature was better because it was black, but like you just kind of knew it was because of the cards, that the removal spells that mattered in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just kind of always like that about early design. So having multiple terrors, I don't know, it comes up in the meta. Blue always gets such weird removal. Get on the ground and stay there. This is like a giant tentacle. Mortal strength, like mortal hope, is so easily crushed. This one's pretty cool. Oh, it's Thassa's Biden. Oh, it is. Oh shit. I thought it was a tentacle. I see it now. Oh, there's some dents on there. Oh, it's sorry, it's liquid from my hand. Just touched my condensated can. Card's so wet as it. Oh my god, I damaged my card. Jesus. How am I ever gonna recover from this? I like this one. This one's kind of cool. Seems like a little low impact by today's standards, but yeah, there's actually like water damage up in the corner now. Just adding some flavor, man. This is more landless flavor right there. Next time I play this card, I'll be like, oh yeah, remember when I was looking at this stream and I water damaged that? And it'll also make me think of how Kiefer pointed out that it's Thassa's Biden, you know? Because that's how memories work. See, I just made that card better. I like this one a lot. Tap two creatures? Are you kidding me? That's so many creatures. This card fucking slaps. I mean, the floor, yeah, the floor on this is good. Like, you would never land drop this card, and if you can get to Threshold, it just, like, dominates the game. It's so good. This card's funny. It's a 1/3 that can tap to give itself 0/3. So, like, if it's not sick, they can't bolt it. You know, if you have mana up, and then you can block with it as a 1/6 if you have mana. It's just such a weird design to me. I thought the design on this was hilarious when I was a kid. Like, I read it so many times. It's like, there's not very much information here, but just let me make sure I understand what you can do with this card. And, like, I tried to think of all the applications, and I was like, yeah, I think that's it. It's so weird. This guy. He's a 2 mana 2/1. That's it. Just Goblin Piker. But if you can somehow manage to have a full grip, it's a 4/2 first strike. Only if it's not sick and you have white mana up. Yes, it can dodge bolt. So I mean, it's kind of hard to get this guy to the stat line, but like you could be on the draw and like just not play other stuff and just try to solo with this guy, you know? Yeah, exactly. On the draw and then just like don't play anything except your land drop when you're at 8. It's like you burn a lot of mana though is the problem. Or you can just like stop at 2 or 3 lands and just play your one spell per turn instead of land dropping, but you're going to cost yourself some sort of tempo resource if you want this card to be big. Either that or you played some nutso card draw in the mid game. Well, he's generally just Goblin Piker. No, I love this one. This one's pretty beat. Wow. You might know when you're drawing a Bone Harvest. Just saying. There's a there's a card that I think didn't come out too much later. Can't remember what set, but there's a card that's like the exact same as this, but it's not a slow trip. You draw the card right away. I don't know. I kind of like slow trips. There, there's something about them that just feels kind of cool. Like obviously cantrips are better, but like the modern cantrips are better, but the Ice Age era cantrips I thought were really kind of cool. Like no, you gotta wait for that shit, man. Don't go too fast. You're not trying to win this turn. Let's not get crazy, man. Slow the game down. Slow down. You're gonna win right now. Golly. This is a Quentin Hoover piece, but it doesn't like immediately look like a Quentin Hoover piece to me. But like the more I look at it, like the closer I look at it, I was like, okay, I can see it, but it doesn't like scream Quentin Hoover to me. It's got a weird ability, +1 -2. So it becomes a 3/5, then a 4/3, then a 5, then a 5/1, and then it's dead. Remove target creature card in a graveyard from the game. Then that card deals damage equal to its power to this. What? This is the weirdest fucking graveyard hate card of all time. It's also a 5-mana 3/4, and that's a tap ability. It fights creatures in the graveyard. The fuck? It exiles them regardless if it wins the fight, though. So, like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me, Ghost. Yeah. It was so bad. It seems terrible. Why would you ever play that? A star and a card not in play is 0. That's not true. Like if you fight a Tarmogoyf, it's gonna take the damage equal to the Tarmogoyf's power, right? No, no, it's only creatures. Lone Wolf, Playtester. This guy's kind of hype. I don't know how many enchantments there are, but cheap cards. There's a Homelands card in here called Headstone, and it costs an extra mana upstairs, and you don't get the card until next turn. It's otherwise identical. So this is double pushed. It's an arcane spell, but I would strongly advise not trying to cast this unless you're desperate for like a removal spell or something. You're like, gotta find a terror or lose kind of situation, because you're gonna whiff a lot. I mean, there are tons of instants and sorceries, but like the variance is so fucking high. There's 4,000 cards, and no, no, no. I purposely didn't have well, because there's no unspeakable. There's also no unspeakable in the land list. Yeah, I think I purposely left one of them out, but I included the. Wait, are they all arcane? I don't remember. But I mean, I suppose I could put the unspeakable in this. It would never ever happen though. Like we have two. We have both of the brothers Yamazaki, and in like the 30, 28 years of this game's lifespan, or I guess Brothers Yamazaki didn't come out 28 years ago, but you know what I'm saying. However long that card came out, the amount of games we played after it, I think it's happened one time ever. And like I've played this like thousands and thousands of times, right? Like so many games. We would fire out like 20 games easy in a session. Does anyone know if the brothers Yamazaki have if they have first names in the lore? Like do they have names that we could find out? Because currently they're just number one and number two. This is just Drudge Skeleton, but it's Drudge Skeleton in Legends. It's different than the Alpha one, obviously. This one's in Legends. This one's not a skeleton. This one's a walking dead. I think this one's probably a zombie, right? Does anyone know? I'm guessing zombie. I bet this is zombie. It's also a TV show now. Oh man, did Wizards sue them? Jeez. Doesn't look amazing by today's standards. 5 mana, 2/2, get back an instant. It is a zombie. Nice. Boston. Ooh, this one's kind of powerful. Cliff Nielsen. I think this is popular in Commander, isn't it? Seems like this would be good in Commander. I think I remember playing it in Commander. I haven't played Commander in like 12 years. Just 04 mana dork. Like this one. Nice. Sometimes it's hard to decide between blocking and tapping for mana, but it's nice to have the option, right? This is